What's up, y'all? This is my third video today, and it dawned on me that I have a binder that has content bank written in, right? And I never pull anything out of it. This is the binder, right? Cool logo. I did all that work on it, and I used to write all these ideas down, right? I'm like, I'm doing videos on this type stuff. But I never do anything. I never go into it. So today, this video, I'm pulling something out, and that's what we're gonna talk about. All right. So I'm flipping through my book right now. I'm getting to the content bank part. All right. I may have other stuff, but just So here it is. This is the theme. Look at there. That's my content bank. Got the list of them. I got little encourage, just start. Different things like that. Ask questions list. All right. So I have. I'm gonna pick a content. I'm gonna pick something out of my content bank. I probably have over 50 things in here. Pick out something out, and I'm gonna decide what we're gonna talk about. Oh, this is one. I may do two today. All right, let's talk about becoming 1% better every day. And if y'all don't, hold on, just in case y'all don't think I'm telling the story. Here it is. Becoming 1% better every day. So that's what we talking about. Let's get it. All right, so talking about 1%, becoming 1% better every day. And I think that when we talk about that, I think we can relate becoming 1% better both on our YouTube journey and in our personal life. Because think about it. If every single day you focus on one small thing to improve, right, that stuff will add up. Think about it. What if every single day you focus on one small improvement, right? So we're making all these small little adjustments every single day. All of that stuff is going to add up into massive results. So I think let's talk about the 1% thing. Let's explore it. Let's talk about how it can affect us personally and our YouTube journey. So the whole, what does it even mean? I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, like if I had to and all of this is just coming off, I'm not scripting anything. I didn't script. I didn't do anything. But it's just like one of those simple, manageable type thing. Instead of, you know what? I want to be monetized tomorrow or whatever. What are the small things that we can do? Those small necessary changes that we can make or improvements that we can make to become monetized, right? Whatever that looks like, we need to be willing to make those small changes. Because if we're not doing that, then at the end of the day, the outcome that we're looking for is not even going to be possible. For me, I've been more intentional with titles. I've been more intentional with keywords. Some people say they don't do all of that. It's just something that I'm doing because I don't know if it's going to work for me or not. I went back and studied my thumbnails. I went back and looked at where am I getting more clicks on versus like the ones that I'm not getting more clicks on. And I found those things that work for me. So those are the necessary adjustments that I'm making to get better, with time and over time. And I just think that the whole thing of the secret of getting ahead is just getting started. So we have to start. My start was with the thumbnails. So as far as this whole YouTube journey goes. So I am being more intentional, with my thumbnails. I realized that the ones with when you look at them that scream YouTube, those were not my best thumbnails. But when I use my picture, just my natural setting where I'm at right now and letting that be my background, add a little caption to it, whatever, those thumbnails, and it may have or may not been what that was, but that seemed like that worked for me. So those are the thumbnails I'm sticking to. And then when I realize that maybe that's not working anymore, maybe I'll make, some more necessary adjustments. But you have to do what's working and what's working for you now. And that's what I feel like is working for me now. And then, you always talking about getting 1% better every day, I just think the whole 1%, it's just what changes are you willing to make to be quote unquote great? We all want to be great at something. And so what are those little things that you're willing to do in order to be great? And then what does greatness look like? Are you only willing to be great for so long, or do you only want to be great for so long? So that to me is like a ever evolving type thing. We're going to have to continue to make those necessary adjustments. I always be like, I just want to make better videos. I want to make videos that get more views or different things like that. But in the beginning, even though I was saying I wanted those things, I wasn't making any changes to get them, right? I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do my next video. Okay, so this is gonna be the video, but I didn't do anything different from the video. They only got 20, 20 views. So like, how am I expecting, more? So if I wasn't willing to make like any type of necessary changes. So I say that to say, feel like my videos are unrecognizable compared to my videos that I started almost a year ago. And, making no necessary change. Like I said, I think, the whole 1% thing goes both with life and it can be applied to both, our personal life and YouTube. So making necessary adjustments, in my personal life also, journaling, spending more time in prayer. That's a big thing. I make sure I pray every morning simply because when I realize that if I go throughout the day and I realize, you know what, dang, something just been off today, I realize I haven't prayed today. Those are adjustments that I make for my personal life. Take some time out, read my Bible, study, stay in prayer, try to stay in prayer throughout the day. And those things work better for me. So, then I think, of course, like, we have to apply those things, to our life, whatever changes. We could talk the talk, or are we actually going to, walk the walk? We're going to make those small, actionable goals. So, like for YouTube, hey, I like my background. My subscribers like my background because they say I may change the lighting, but the whole vibe that it's getting, I do want to get a little plant back there and maybe put another light over there in the corner, but they like it. So that's what I'm saying. I had to make those things because I remember I had the window showing in the background one point in time, and someone said, try to block that out, or different things like that. So I did make some changes, and the thing is, I didn't have to, but it was something I was willing to do to make something better. And if it didn't work, all I had to do was just change it back. But I do like it, so thank you to whoever that was that made that comment about that window being in the background. Thank you, because I did make that change, and I do like this outlook better. And then as far as like, making those small changes in my life, I did go into keto. Keto worked for me. I knew keto was something that I was going to stick with forever. So I did make, some things I have stuck with, like the 0 sugar drinks. That's something that I have stuck with. And I think that is something that has helped keep, the weight off. So like I said, doing 1% better, I feel like not only applies to YouTube, but it applies to your personal life as well. So that's something that you don't have to wait until New Year's to make a resolution. If you do that, just figure out, how to make whatever that you want, whatever changes that you want to make. Find out how to do that and make that necessary change that's going to work for you. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for you. Another thing that I've been doing is, kind of, watching the YouTube analytics. Even though I used to look at it before, I didn't know what I was looking at. I can see, and that's why I got into my whole retention rate thing. That was big to me. My, impressions, my click-through rate, especially my click-through rate. I'm trying to work on that, trying to get that up higher. I'm trying to make those, right now I'm actively trying to make the necessary change to get my retention rate higher. Because of course, retention turns over to, more watch time hours, different things like that. And that's when I'm trying to grow my watch time hours. But I will say my watch time hours have been growing over the last 2 weeks. And I have been, like I said, intentional with changes. So let's just see how that, and I'm going to keep y'all updated on that as well. The thing is about YouTube, and what I had to realize is that you can't control the number of views, different things like that. So you have to focus on the things that you can control. And I think the quality of your videos and the quality of your content are those things that I feel like that you can control, and that will, by doing that, and it will make necessary adjustment. And then just like in life, you got to just continue to show up even when, like, motivation fails, regardless of what it is. I ain't talking about just in front of the camera. I'm talking about behind it too. Whenever your motivation to do whatever fails, you have to continue to show up. And even just showing up, I do believe, is that can tie into that being 1% better every day. People talk about, I think, Albert Einstein's quote is, he talks about, we are what we do. He talks about excellence in that quote, about it not being an act but a habit. So we have to turn those actions that we want to do into like positive habits. You continue to do that, and then you make a habit of doing something good, and then maybe, then those actions will become habits, right? And then we're repeatedly doing like those good things, and whatever that good, look like for you. Everybody good is different. Just remember, just continue to start with something small to achieve a sense of achievement. I've said before, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step or something like that. So we just have to figure out what we want to do, how we want to do it, see what doing it look like, what it will need to take place, and put those things together. Put it down on paper, see what it look like. Does it make sense? If so, move forward. If we started moving forward and it's not working, let's go back to the drawing board. That's what, hey, write it down there with the dry erase marker where you can make the necessary changement. Nothing that we do have to be permanent. We also, of course, have to, with getting 1% better every day, that's going to come with its set of challenges. And every journey isn't easy. I think it's okay to miss days. You have the day at the gym. You're like, man, I don't feel like going, blah, blah. I have them, I've missed a day, so I'm not going to act like I go every day. But when I do, I don't beat myself up about not going. I just get up and go the next day. I mean, it's as simple as that, because at that point, I can't do anything about it. I didn't go. But I just make it a point to go the next day. And I usually feel better once I leave. And that's what's important, right? Making those necessary changes to be better, to do better, to feel better. Sure, we can't let the fear of not being great. So we can't let that, and with the whole YouTube journey, when I feel like when we're not getting the things that we want and we're not monetizing the time period that we thought we should have been monetized in, like, it's easy to like just want to throw in a towel, right? No, that's what we're not doing. We can't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of being great, No, so we can't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. We all want to win, but the fear of losing can like deter you from that. You know what I'm saying? It can take your mind off the excitement of winning. No, that's what we're not doing. We got to stay focused on the positive. We winning. I don't care what you want to do. You want to throw in the towel. We're not throwing in the towel because we are winning. So we have to allow that excitement of winning overpower the fear of losing. I mean, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but man, the winning feels so good. When I got my 300 watch hours, you know how good that made me feel? Right, because the thing is, you only get more and more. But I do know it starts over. I think it's only good for a year. But the best part about it, most of my watch time hours just came within these last couple of months, so I still have a little while before I lose, majority of it. So that's what I'm staying focused on here. Can't stay focused like, well, I'm going to lose my hour. Yes, you will, but you're going to gain more than you lose, so all is well. I think at the end of the day, the 1% rule is about building something meaningful. I think whether that's your YouTube channel or in whatever aspect of your life, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we just got to say, committed to the process, trust the process, focus on making those small improvements because we're creating a foundation for long-term success. So that journey of, becoming 1% better every day, it's not about being perfect or making these massive leaps. It's all about making small, consistent, disciplined steps every day. Hey, there's a Chinese proverb out there that say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the second best time to plant one? Right now. So we planting trees right now. And so what's one small thing that you did today what's one small thing that you'll start doing today that will improve not only yourself behind the camera, but yourself also in front of the camera? Make sure whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Remember, great things are done by a series of small things brought together. And thanks for watching. Let's keep growing together. 1% better every day. If you enjoyed the video, holla at your girl. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.